Which evolved form of Charcadet is better, Armarouge or Ceruledge? Well, it depends. The two forms are mirrors of each other. Armarouge has 85 base HP, 75 base speed, 100 base defense, and 80 base special defense, while Ceruledge has 75 base HP, 85 base speed, 80 base defense, and 100 base special defense. Both Pokemon has a base power of 125 in their respective offensive stat, with Armarouge focused on special attack and Ceruledge focused on physical attack. Both Pokemon start off with the Flash Fire ability, allowing both Pokemon to absorb a fire type attack to boost its own fire type moves. Nice. Due to its great fire and ghost typing, Ceruledge gets immunity to both normal and fighting type moves. This can be huge as it allows Ceruledge to swap in on certain matchups to set up something like Swords Dance and fully sweep a team. It also has access to many great moves such as Close Combat to beat out Rock, Ground, and Dark type walls, and even a physical version of Solo Beam when in a sunny day team. It also has access to Psycho Cutter, a psychic type physical move, to threaten any fighting type Pokemon that it switches into. Ceruledge has access to a priority physical stat move in the form of Shadow Sneak, allowing it to check certain very powerful Pokemon like Dracopult in a head-to-head battle against Armarouge. It will win out every time unless the Armarouge terrestrializes into fighting, normal, or psychic terrain is currently up. Ceruledge also gets an exclusive physical fire attack in the form of Bitter Blade, which has 90 base power and drains HP, allowing Ceruledge to abuse Life Orb even further. Ceruledge definitely has an advantage in a vacuum, however, Armarouge has some very subtle and very powerful synergies in a team setting that can really elevate it in competitive play, especially in a doubles format. First up, Armarouge has access to Psyshock, a psychic type move that deals physical damage but scales off of special attacks, giving Armarouge mixed sweeping potential. In doubles, Armarouge alongside psychic terrain can make great use of Expanding Force, an average 80 base power attack that gets absurdly powerful in psychic terrain, amping it up to 120 base power that can hit both opponents, and this is before accounting for the psychic terrain's 30% damage boost to psychic type attacks. Psychic Terrain also has another very useful effect in preventing priority moves such as Shadow Sneak from always going first, giving Armarouge some extra protection. While Armarouge does not get close combat, it can use Aura Sphere, a fighting type special attack move, and Energy Ball, a grass type special attack move, to deal with Pokemon that can wall out fire or psychic type attacks. Before I give you my verdict, question to you all: which Pokemon do you like more? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to check back at the end of this video to see if your opinions have changed or not. And while you're down there, if you're having a good time, be sure to give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. Thank you. Both of these Pokemon can be great at sweeping due to its naturally high attack, decent bulk, and decent speed. And both of these Pokemon will find many places in many different teams, so they are definitely very viable and are both great Pokemon. There is one potential setup that I would like to try out in the future, and that is the weak armor, weak policy setup sweeper that Armarouge and Ceruledge can both run. Both of these Pokemon can learn Endure, which lets them tank at least one hit, and hopefully that hit is a physical move that is both Armarouge and Ceruledge are weak against, because then it triggers the weak armor special ability, which at the cost of losing one stage of defense, you gain 2 stages of speed, and with weakness policy, you get 2 stages of both attack and special attack. And once you have essentially 2 casts of Dragon Dance with a base 125 power, the opponent is in for some hurt. In this extreme setup though, Armarouge has the advantage. Psychic Terrain protects the low HP Armarouge from a priority kill, and his special attacking nature lets it avoid Rocky Helmet, which is something Ceruledge would struggle against. Oh, and as an added bonus, both of these Pokemon can learn Destiny Bond through an egg move, making this setup even more valuable. To conclude, both Pokemon are great and will see a ton of play. Ceruledge is generally better, but with the right setup, Armarouge can and will put in a ton of work, and personally, I was Team Ceruledge going into the game, but now that I'm gearing up for competitive online battles, I am slowly but surely converting to Team Armarouge. If you would like to learn how to EV train as well, check out this video on screen right now, because it may save you time as you are building your own competitive team.